Hi Aquarius, if you want to come on in and have a seat for some symbolic support, here's your ink blot. We'll be scrying today in color if you want to take a screenshot so you can scry in your own time and terms for shapes or symbols that speak to your senses. Aquas will scry your ink, add on tarot and oracle, and the spirit box is already here ready to rock and roll for Aquarius. All right, so when you're ready, in a moment. Thank you so much, Aquas, for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. If you'd like to take a moment with me to close the eyes, cleansing the palette, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. Aquas, let's go. I'm seeing like God, whatever God may mean to you, as a being, entity, deity, higher force, higher presence, greater operating device, greater observational device, or God complex. Good, better, ugly, I don't know. I'm also seeing golden frogs, really in like the Midas Touch here. Okay. All right. That's more helpful to me to kind of follow and wander. I'm also seeing like gold gargoyles. I'm seeing a pineapple. There's a lot happening in this gold. Okay, there's a lot happening. If any of the symbols and shapes mean anything to you, please follow that. I'm also seeing like elves. Somebody smoking something. Yeah, is it like a bong? Could be. I don't really know. What else is in there?
Alien.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, could be absolutely alien-like energies, or because there's stars around. These aren't like silver stars. These are gold stars. Are you getting gold stars for something? Aquas. Yeah, you've been lightening up something, if I remember. Recalling just looking over at your contrastional ink plot with the ferret faucet hair. I'll put the link at the end or in the description box below. Snakes are contained. Like those cobra. Is it? No. It's not cobra. I think they're gardener snakes. Anyway, I'm going to move on. I'm not going to get stuck there because I'm being asked to be drawn down. Okay, so it's like I can see this. Let's see if I can share this anyway, what I'm seeing. Like this whole godly-like creature, but it kind of has like gargoyle wings as well. So maybe that's in that whole, what did you say? I can't remember if you said alien or UFO or something like that. Like maybe extraterrestrial or supernatural, just something outside of the box, something outside of the box of being human. Working with the Aquarian energy, and I'm in the aura. What's going on? Okay, so I'm seeing a ghost that's just in the background. It's like one of those typical ghosts with just like the two eyes. It feels like it's protecting a conversation. I'm not sure if this is an inner conversation within the self, between the psyche and psychic senses, or the earthly to the emotional, or emotional to the ethereal, your essence. There is a guarded conversation happening. And it's guarded by the ghost. I could say like guardian style, but I'm just seeing it as a ghost. And then it has like these gardener snakes up top. Because I'm inside of tree, which is making me feel like it's about here being on the earthly realm. There's like multiple layers of protection. This is how I'm feeling. And now it's like I'm going through, like, even if anyone was to try and, how do I say that?
Aroused.
How do I say that? If anyone was to try to incept upon you with less than intentions, I feel like there's a kind of like booby traps And so they're going to have to go through, not have to go through. It's like, but if your intentions are pure, they don't get activated. Does that make sense, Aquas? Because right now you have the Midas touch in regards to like me, myself, and Irene. Is that a movie? Yeah, hilarious. In regards to the aspects of the self, soul, and spirit, I'm going to say, for very much simplicity's sake, that is embodied in all that is. Okay. There's some sort of awareness in the Aquas. Okay, there's also a face looking down. Somebody might be watching you with your brain, or you're eating a lot of brain food, or just ideas are like popping out. And then it's like it talks to, oh, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to, okay. Just give me a minute here it's like broccoli or like brain ideas, like maybe you're eating certain food to nurture the brain, this, that, or the other. Okay. And it's talking to an emotional energy body. Okay. So it's just what it is. I'm not talking about laughing, crying, sadness, hurt. That is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the magnetism of my emotional body, my energetic body. Okay. No, it feels more emotional. Okay. So the mind, earth, the emotions, and the magnetism, these ideas, it's like they match up. I'm really excited about this idea. And the emotional body's like, yes, no, hot or cold, hot or cold. Okay, so they keep talking and talking. When something aligns and they come to like a temperature between the two of them, thank you. That's when the energy moves through and this golden nugget, another Midas touch comes out of this Aquarian energy, the Aquarian aura. Maybe this is something you're providing to all that is. Maybe it's something that you're providing to the collective. Maybe you can resonate with it in your job or in your, you're just like killing it in your personal life, your professional life. And you're like, yeah, Midas touch. Fantastic. I'm also seeing a hockey stick. That's a hockey stick, yeah. Sometimes they might bounce back. Or you know what? Okay, so absolutely they might bounce back, like goalie style, so that they... it's almost like I feel like it's like sprints versus marathons, okay? And then other times I feel like there's this other part of myself that you might birth ideas or like sell ideas. Like you are an inspirator to other people's businesses or ideas, and I don't know, like you knock it out of the park. That's how I'm hearing it. Baseball and hockey. Excuse me. We're here for Aquas.
Buried.
Yeah, I'm going into the buried part absolutely right here. Discernment. I'm not going to lie, in this discernment card, how I sensed it as soon as it came through was as I'm kind of like throwing caution to the wind here and saying, I have good ideas. Like I might be really good at or clever at coming up with names of cereals. And you can start selling those, or you start inspiring the company names, or you're just like, people are like, oh, you're so funny. And you start, kind of throwing caution to the wind and saying, yeah, you know what? I'm going to start posting my jokes on whatever media, Twitters and stuff like that. And it's almost like a certain amount of discernment was being held back, and now a little bit of caution to the wind. And you're realizing you might have the Midas touch. I like it. I dig it. Patience. When I come into that patience part, I'm actually seeing a slug over there. Slow and steady, slow and steady. Because it's coming like near the bottom of the tree trunk. Change. You've decided something needed to happen within you or in regards to your environment internally. It's almost like the communication between like the heart and the mind, if I may. The emotion, but I really I feel very assured that I should be saying like emotional body. Again, not the expression of emotions, the emotional body, the emotional intelligence. Yeah, sorry.
I can't leave.
Patience. It's like you've been doing this over your whole life in some way, shape, or form. Some aquas might be like, taking a little bit more time to discern, especially if there's people that step forward to you really quickly, or they're kind of, I feel like their words are really important in the way they speak and in the tone that people speak with you. It's almost as if it meets, again, that layers of protection. You're going to meet my energy body first, and you're going to sense that. And then they're going to meet your emotional body, and then they're going to meet your earthly body, in the mind. And if something doesn't land, I don't know. I just feel as Aqua's being very inspirational, perhaps with their own words or energy externally and internally. Those that step forward know there is some sort of discernment at play, though they might be throwing caution to the wind to some degree in regards to their own hesitancies. They've got the Midas touch, so you got to have security. A little bit of security, a little bit of discernment to decide. You just don't want to be, Midas touching everyone and everything, because then if everything was gold, does that lower the value? Anyway, you know what I mean. Where am I going? Thank you. No, we're going up there. All right. Aquas, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you to all those who support the channel and those who donate. It totally warms my haunted heart, and I appreciate it. And you help keep the ink flowing and intuition growing. Sorry, I'm just going to makeshift a little something here. And there's that discernment coming through. I'm seeing it like a wrinkle. Is it like a wrinkle
What
dog?
should I do?
This is... Okay, give me one moment here. I'm going to just change my palette of perception. I feel as though I'm meeting... Is it that snail slug thing? I think it just like enhanced in front of me, the slow and steady. Ronald might mean something to someone as well. There's a wisdom here. There's glasses. I'm very smart. The snail is smart. And like up at the crown of the head, or just in the head, I'm seeing... Okay, so for simplicity's sake, I'll go with Game of Thrones. And at some point in time, I don't know if it's a final battle or a battle, and it's maybe even like Vikings and stuff like that. Maybe Vikings is a better show. That feels better, but nonetheless, you do you. And when people are guarding something or preparing for a war or a fight, and they put a bunch of pointed sticks in this configuration, and then sometimes they light them on fire. And it's almost like I don't know the word for it, but right? So if they come charging, that's what they're going to be met with first. That's what I feel like you have in your mind. You have protective measures. That word inception came through earlier, and maybe that's why. It's not a word I tend to throw around a whole lot unless it comes through. Could be something in like the astral realm, or again with those degrees of... maybe it is at nighttime. Maybe there's also parts of your mind that you go dark, and you protect that. If you have dark thoughts, shadow self work. I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like the shadow needs to be suppressed. Maybe there was something that had happened in the mind. Interestingly enough, though, it's being handed one of the very golden nuggets of the Midas Touch, and it's being brought in on the skull of a camel. Okay, no, not the skull of a camel. Okay, this is very weird. The skull of the character from Cheetos. Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah. He's smoking too. Cool dude. Okay, I'm going to move down here. I feel like that was, whether maybe it's nightmares. If you're having nightmares, the shadow. I do feel like that, turning the tap on to receive. We are here for Aquarius. Sorry. See, I kind of got lost in the dark there. Okay, so where I saw like the smart snail, slow and steady, it just flipped on me to like Jabba. It's a Jabba the Hutt from Star Wars, holding something prisoner. So that kind of brings me into like something of the mind, nightmares, something like that, incepting upon this the aquas. I don't know. I'm sure you're very well aware if you're resonating with this story what that is. Maybe it's a secret. Maybe it's a really good idea. Maybe you take a lot of effort to not say everything that's on your mind because people will take it and use your wisdoms as weapons, or they will take it and run with it and not give credit type thing. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah.
Hug.
Yeah. Hugs to you if that's, maybe finding a confidant or a therapist, or if there's somebody who doesn't have any reason to benefit from knowing, like for whatever reason I'm seeing it as it's Sopranos, lots of shows coming through your reading. Sopranos, when the main guy, forgive me, goes to therapy. And no, it's not the greatest example because if I recall somehow it gets mixed in there. But let's just say somebody who has nothing to gain in knowing your deepest, darkest secrets, or your Midas Touch clever's idea. Like they just are there to offer you their Midas Touch, their offering. Okay. Aquas. Getting ready to close out here as we're moving down. I'm seeing somebody.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, love. Okay, so 3 just came. Yeah, 3 just came through. I'm going to take them. 6 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Pentacles. I will bring these out so you can see them. Of course, take in the imagery, or if they mean anything to you, follow that versus my earrings. I tend to follow the art on the card. Oh, yeah, this is great. Okay, so as I was coming down here, I am seeing also like a shaman hand. So somebody might be a healer. Maybe that's somebody you're going to be seeing, or somebody you might consider seeing to help you balance having this Midas touch. And just to get things off your mind and get things off your chest to help ease nightmares. Yeah, because there's something else going up on there. Okay, but when I came down here, I was seeing, like if somebody was in the gym, like say you're watching TV, like I'm seeing it as like an 80s show, and it's like a towel side to side, drying the butt or drying the back. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing this. And that's when the 6 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Pentacles all came in. And just for shits and giggles, sorry, I didn't mean to swear. There we go. All the
Follow
gold.
me.
All the gold. I don't know if this is in relation to your money or you're building your yellow brick road, but you're making some sort of dream come true. But that's not without acknowledging some sort of shadow aspect or headaches, this, that, or the other. I really do hope that you find a mentor or a confidant that your ego or your bravery, your strength is willing to surrender to, because it's actually for your highest good. It really is. And it balances out like the male energy of yourself or archetype, 10 of Pentacles, to the female archetype and energy, 9 of Pentacles. So you can balance it. And but there's money. There's money. How you receive money, currency of cleverness, this, that, or the other. Aquas. It is fantastical. We're over here. Okay. I'm going to get ready to close out here. You've been an amazing muse. You've got a whole lot of like superhero kind of stuff, and then you got like mob stuff, job with the hut. You got things, but you got gold. You got gold. Closing out messages for Aquarius. Deep breaths, deep breaths. I feel like you might need to sometimes be a part of the rat race. You might feel like you're being watched a lot by people. There's some sort of amazement about you. Discernment, though. You know, stay in a state of discernment with that Cheetos. Huh. It's funny. It's like I'm seeing the Cheeto. What is he like? I know he's some sort of feline, I think, or maybe he's just a lion. And then I'm seeing the Pink Panther, and they're like buds. Huh. Okay. Closing out messages for Aquarius. Drink more water.
What do you
Do you
want?
want to come through? No. I want you to drink more water. Open your heart to love and stay focused. What do we have here on the bottom? Freedom. Free your mind and the rest will follow. I will bring these up to you, excuse me, so you can take it in, take a screenshot, see, sense, and feel for your own support. Lions, bears, lambs, wolves. You have lots around you, but there's also lambs. There's that softness. You are very, very focused. Drink more water. There's like that feline energy, the fluidity. So if somebody's getting headaches, you might also just be really dehydrated. Okay, thank you. That's what those things are. I have been, it's like sidebar distracted, and I apologize if it was obvious, but it was always like, what is this? Okay, so in The Wizard of Oz, the Wicked Witch of the West, yes, and they have those flying monkey things, but I feel like there's one particular one that stands out as like her main guy that is like overlooking, overlooking like the castle tower thing and like waiting for the call, or is like looking at something. I don't know if this gargoyle, and I'm not saying the Wicked Witch of the West because it's wicked, it's just very much so coming through that way. It's very green. It's a very dark green. I don't know if people are envious of you. Maybe you have green with envy. I'm not entirely sure what this is, but they're watching. The way I see it is that they land on like in and around something you've created,
Caution.
or maybe your websites, something, your social media, and that's more of that discernment because you have watchers with envy eyes, and it's like they've come in to watch. It's almost like just, like when people modify work and then claim it as their own. I don't know, but something along that lines is coming through. Okay, Aquarius, I'm out. You've been an amazing muse. I will see you next time for June. Okay.